Starting out on an anarchy server can be brutal. You basically spawn in a complete wasteland with everything around spawn being blown to pieces with massive lava casts, huge perimeters, and barely a single block of natural terrain left. And with MrBeast's new video releasing, a huge wave of new players is about to flood Simpcraft, taking every resource near spawn and making survival even more difficult. That's exactly why I decided to make this quick, absolute beginner guide for how to start out on the server. This video will be split into different chapters, so feel free to skip between them to get the information you need. Starting out on Simpcraft begins even before you first actually join the server. While playing completely in vanilla is technically possible, I wouldn't recommend it if you actually want to play actively, long term, and keep a base safe from being griefed. Meteor Client is probably your best option, assuming that you don't know how to code your own hack clients and don't want to pay for a paid client like RusherHack. It's completely free, simple to use, and works great on Simpcraft. To use it, just drop it in your mods folder and press the right shift key on your keyboard to open the main GUI. In here, you can look through all its modules, hover over them to see a brief explanation of what they do, and left-click to enable them. You can also right-click each module to change its settings and set keybinds for whatever is important to you. For navigation, Xaeros Minimap and Worldmap are basically essential. These let you track and set new waypoint locations and keep track of every place you've explored across the world. Bobby is another great utility mod since it enables you to change your render distance to something higher than the server would usually allow by locally saving chunks you've visited before. This is particularly useful on Simpcraft, where the default render distance is pretty low to stop the server from lagging. Ever since the server updated to 1.21.11, you can also use Simplevoicechat to talk to others in-game, which can be super fun around spawn or at big community events. A full list of other useful mods I personally use can also be found in the video's description. Assuming you've installed the mods and joined the server, what's the best way to escape spawn? My recommendation is to travel as far away as you can through the Nether, due to the 8:1 Nether to Overworld coordinate ratio making travel 8 times faster. To find a Nether portal near spawn, open your Meteor Client GUI with right shift, find block ESP, turn it on, right click it, click select blocks and search for Nether portal. You should now be able to see any portals in the area glowing through walls. Once you're in the Nether, your priority is to find a highway. Check your coordinates and run toward a major axis where either your x or z coordinate is 0 or where both x and z are the same, like -200, -200. Once you reach a highway, travel a couple thousand blocks away from spawn and find a portal back to the overworld. With a bit of luck, you'll land in normal terrain where you can gather basic gear like wood, food, and diamonds. If you're looking for specific biomes or structures, you can also use Chunkbase's seed map along with the server's official seed, which you can find on screen right now, as well as in the video description. For actually starting a base, I wouldn't recommend building it just a couple thousand blocks from spawn if you want it to actually last without being found. Instead, fly much further out. I would recommend flying at least 50,000 or even 100,000 blocks away from spawn if you want to be extra safe. To stay even safer from base hunters, stay as far away as possible from any highways so a random Nether traveler doesn't stumble onto your trail. You should also avoid building a Nether portal directly inside your base, as random portals in the Nether are a huge giveaway for base hunters. While these tips help keep your base hidden, no base is ever 100% safe on an anarchy server. Always keep your most valuable gear stored in an ender chest so no one can take absolutely everything from you. You should also be extremely careful about sharing screenshots or clips of your base, because even with coordinates turned off, simple things like natural terrain or block texture rotations can be used to calculate your exact location. Assuming you've escaped spawn, got basic gear and built a little base, what can you actually do now? One of my favorite things to do on the server is creating map art. A full guide on that is a bit much for this video, but I wrote a complete guide on the Simpcraft Map Art Hangout Discord server, which you can find linked on screen and in the description. Another rewarding activity is base or stash hunting. The easiest way is flying around the Nether looking for random portals, but for more advanced hunting you can also try using modules like new chunks to track trails of preloaded chunks left by old players. Finally, one of the best parts of Simpcraft is just overall interacting with the community. You can join the official Discord by typing discord.simpcraft.com into your browser. Be respectful around others and you might just get invited to participate in massive projects and server events. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I will do my best to help you out. And if this guide was any useful to you, I would really appreciate you pressing the like and subscribe buttons, and I'll see you on Simpcraft.